look at that. Really nice. Let's get to it. Hello, welcome back to RC Workshop, guys. Check it out today. We have had the new delivery in. We have got the Wltoys K989. We've done the carbon. We've done the drift rims. We've done a couple of light steering mods. Today, let's see how this thing fits, because there's a bit of, back and forth in the market as to whether this kit fits. So we've got upper arms in aluminium. We've got rear hubs in aluminium. We've got lower arms in aluminium. Front steering hubs also in alloy, would you know? And we have got body post mounts as well. So, what should we put on first? I think the easiest little quick one is, actually we'll put these on last because let's work our way inwards. So I think the first one really is to just try and get hubs on. And by putting the hubs on, you're going to end up putting the uppers and lower arms on as well. I think actually now we've got to remove all the shock towers first as well to access there. So let's get into it. I'll show you how we get on. Like I say, hopefully if I can make it easier for you to fit the kit, then great. Hopefully this kit fits really well. Some people have had it fit perfectly and had no problems. Some people have had to adjust it and file things down. Let's see how we get on. So I think the first thing we're going to have to do is take these front wheels off. We're going to do the front first, guys. Let's get these wheels off. Was I using the right side? Yes, I was. There's one. Like so. I think there's a little washer as well. No, it's not fell out, that's fine. And the other side. You can use your little Tamiya wheel removal tool for this. These Tamiya little tools are so handy. And we've had lots of hair drop out from behind that wheel. There we go, 2 wheels off. So the next thing I'm going to do off camera, I'm not going to bore you too much. I'm going to undo the steering mechanism off there and just get all this hub off, get the bearings out and see if the bearings go into these new hubs. Right then, so having had a look at it, I think the thing we've got to do first is the lower arm. And actually, look, if you look at that arm now, it doesn't drop anyway, the standard arm that was on it. This should be loose and flexible and drop down. And that's what we're going to try and achieve once we put the new ones on. So what you have to do is take them 3 screws out of that shock tower, like so. So that can be removed. And then we're going to undo the screw there behind the bumper, so this arm should come free, and the top one as well. I'm going to swap them over with the new ones that are here. We need to just build them up a little bit with the links and that for the steering and the links for the suspension. Let's see if we can get one done. Come back to you, show you what it looks like. Right, so we are about to attempt to put our first arm on after having a look at this kit as well. This isn't too bad a kit. Might take some little refining, a bit of adjustment to get tight but smooth. But ultimately, so the bottom arm plastic is off and the new metal one is going on. There is these little ball links to put on as well, and they do require an Allen key. So what I recommend is just a small Allen key, nothing too big with a big handle on it, because you're going to take the threads out of these. Next thing we're going to do is attempt to get that arm onto the car. I'll have a little fiddle around and tell you how easy it is instead of trying. The bag did come with additional screws, and that because the threads are different. This was the original pin. So you got a little bit of a thread in the beginning and then nothing after that. But the new ones have got a thread all the way through. So that'll be interesting to see how they go on, because you've only got to get the thread through the plastic. There's nothing threaded on there. It's just the thread is just on the plastic on the chassis, on the bulkhead. I'll try and get that on, come back to you in a sec. Right, so we have got that bottom metal arm on, and it's flexible and it don't move around either. That is, again, better than I thought. What actually happens is the thread from the pin there actually threads into the bulkhead, and then that leaves that to just flop around, which is nice. Again, if you over tighten this up, for example, let me just over tighten it on purpose. It's not as loose. So all you do is just nip it off a little bit and try and just get that nice happy balance. Just keep tightening it up until it sticks, and then back it off ever so slightly once it's stuck like so, and that is perfect and absolutely solid. Wow, let's get the top one on. Let's see. Right, so with this top arm, we have it a tiny snag. The part that goes onto the bulkhead, onto the chassis, it fits, but doesn't move once it's in there. As you can see, it doesn't move on its own free will. So that's really going to affect the way your car handles. So what you're going to want to do is either shave this down, which I wouldn't recommend because it's metal. It'd take a while to do. And you know, if you've got nice red anodized ones, you ain't going to take the anodize off it. So the next recommendation, and I'll do this very carefully if you're going to do it, is just to take a slither of plastic off. And I mean barely any. It would probably be best to file this if you didn't, but you've got to take it all apart. I'm impatient, so what I'm going to do is get this blade and just take the smallest amount off all the way down, like so. And that literally is a hair thickness. Let's just try and pull that out if we can. Use the scissors. Cut that little bit of spare off. And so, okay, that's worked. So, on here, slither, guys. And there you go. You drop that in there and you've got full flexibility on that top arm. This top arm as well, guys, uses the original pin that comes with the car. So just drop that pin in there. It's a little bit fiddly, but you have to sort of wobble it around to get that pin through. Come on. I'll do this off camera. I'll get this done, get that pin through, and then we should, oh, there we go. We've already got it in. See, that's still sticking a little bit for me, so you just give it a wobble around. Probably could do with a little bit of grease on there, but that is nearly there. Look, we've got it nice and loose. Actually, that's just perfect for me. That'll do. I'll get that screw tightened up, and we've got a top arm on. Once that's all tightened up, like I say, what you are going to want is that arm to just be able to drop on its own free will once it's in. Same with the bottom one as well, and that is really going to help your car perform a lot better. Let's try now and see what we've got to put on next. We have got to put the hub on. Get in there. This is going to be fiddly. What I'm going to do is go off camera, put these little screws in, and come back to you in a sec. Oh yeah, there you have it. It's on. Upper and lowers. Steering's all connected. That works really well, guys. Really happy with that. Oh, look at that carbon and anodized. Wltoys with the win. K989, baby. Right, what I'm going to do is do the other front one, the front right, and then we'll do the rears. So I'll get that one out the way, then we'll strip down the back of the car. So I don't want to mix too much stuff up from the front and rear. So let's get that front finished. I'll come back to you when we'll put the shock tower on. Yeah, see you when we're putting the shock tower on. So yeah, we've got our little shock tower here. Again, you have to put the little ball links in there. I just definitely wouldn't use anything big for this because you only want to literally nip it up and you don't want to over tighten it with a big screwdriver. So then that is literally ready to go on the car now. So the 3 original screws. We'll put the body posts on in a bit. But as you can see as well, the arms do drop down on their own accord. Like got the nice little flex on there. What we'll do is drop some suspension on there. They just literally click on, top and bottom, like so. And the right side. Oh, that's upside down. Don't want to do that. And the next one. And there we go. Front of the car, aluminium. Let's check out the suspension. That is really stiff though, so what I think I'm going to have to do now is maybe... Oh, we've got a problem with the shocks actually, not with the not with the arms. That suspension's holding itself in there. Do a bit of suspension maintenance, I think. Not maintenance, but have a look at them. Put a bit of grease in there, perhaps. Have a look at why that's actually sticking, that one. But that one's good. But it looks absolutely awesome. Let's move on to the back ones. The process for the rears looks exactly the same as the fronts, guys, so I'm not going to bore you too much with that. I'll get these swapped over and show you the final result. Woo, yeah. Okay then, so the back end is on. It looks absolutely mean, but there is one problem. You can see that straight away is the towing. These rods, basically, what I'm going to have to do is pop these off, cut them down the middle, bore a little hole into each side, and put a threaded screw in between the two, so I can actually extend that and make it fully adjustable, because what we've got now is some really bad tow on the back end. But ultimately, guys, this kit fits really, really nice. There ain't too much slop in it, to be honest, and it looks absolutely mean now. The next thing I'm going to do on this is a little brushless system. I said I wanted to do it all for under £100, and I think I'm getting there. Brushless system, body shell, and sort of then sit with it and fine tune it until it works really nice on the track. So I've got to mess around with the shocks as well, grease them up and see what I can do with them to free the shocks up, because the shocks are quite tight, and they are tight on the back as well. Now you can hear that clicking. That's not good at all. I'm not sure whether it's the arm kit that's done that to it, because that shock does look to be going nice and straight on there. Off camera then, guys, so let's say what I'm going to do is pop these off, slice down the middle, bore a little hole into each side, cut a screw head off a screw, put that in there, and then thread the two together, and then what we'll have is an adjustable link between the two. There you go then, guys, it is done. We have got it on there. We have got the links sorted out, so the tow in and out is fine for now. Everything works as it should. Looks really nice, looks blinging. Got the nice red anodized on there with the carbon. Let's say, and a brushless motor on there, and I think I am done with this one. I ain't going to put no more spend into it. I'm just going to sit there and tune it up on the track until it can drift down real nice. But overall, for the money, absolutely brilliant, guys. Just look at it. It looks absolutely tidy. It looks like a Atomic AMZ or something you pay a lot of money for. Anyway, guys, if you like the video, as usual, please drop it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one. Who knows what we're going to be doing to this little baby next time. Hopefully it'll be drifting around in the drift room in the studio. See you on the next one.